there, Liverpool One Church life groups. Man, happy Easter, happy Resurrection Sunday, or at least it would be if you were doing life group on a Sunday, which I guess you're not. But nevertheless, I'm so glad that you are connected into the lifeblood of Liverpool One Church through a life group. And life group hosts and leaders, thank you so much for just opening up your home and being willing to volunteer as a life group host. We love you and appreciate you. We've had an absolutely amazing time at all three of our Easter services. I mean, there's been something for everyone. The kids have had a great time. All the adults have had a great time, and the barbecue was okay too. No, it was off the charts. But we've had a brilliant time. But even though we've had a brilliant time on this Easter Sunday, it didn't start out as a brilliant Easter Sunday on the first ever Easter Sunday. In fact, you could probably best describe that day as a day that's marked with catastrophe, because this was a time when those that were closest to Jesus, those that were his disciples and followers, thought that all hope had gone, because what they had just witnessed was the one that they were thinking was the Son of God, arrested, brutally beaten, and then hung on a cross at the crucifixion. They watched every single ounce of his bodily fluid drain from Jesus's body. They believed that he was dead and that he was never coming back. And yet what we now experience today is an Easter story that has stood the test of time for 2,000 years now. And actually most fables that are created don't really last more than 100 years. And the reason why we know the name of Jesus today is because on that day, even though it was a moment when every single one of those that were closest to Jesus thought everything was ruined, everything was wrecked, all hope had gone, all our dreams had gone, all of our plans had gone, what they actually found was that Jesus didn't stay in the grave. He came back to life. God's power resurrected the body of Jesus. And these early disciples knew it. Why? Because they witnessed it. James, he was the brother of Jesus. He spoke with his brother. Peter was somebody that actually was really a bit of a scaredy cat. He had dinner with Jesus on the beach. Luke, he was a doctor, so forensic. He recounted all of the actions of Jesus. And we now know that the Easter story can be real and trusted because this is what their story was. We saw Jesus killed, but then we saw him brought back to life. And I'm convinced that God is still in the business of writing chapters of our lives' stories too. We shared on Sunday so many testimonies on screen of people's lives who have been deeply and profoundly impacted by the goodness of God because they've decided to become a follower of Jesus. And I guess this, in the same way that the scriptures teach us that we need not be ashamed of the gospel because we know that that's the power of God unto salvation, what it's actually saying there is, it's your story of faith that is the power that God uses to see other people come to faith. So, I'm interested. Maybe the first question we can kick off tonight's topic is this. In what way have you seen God move in your life? What stories has God been writing in your life? Share them with one another. Share them and encourage them with each other. How has God been writing the chapters of your story, of your life? Hey, can't wait to see you next week. It's going to be a great time in church. Have a great life group. Thanks, guys.